having a nice day. So here I am in our Zadie Blouse, which is our newest release for February, added to our PDF collection of patterns. So the Zadie Blouse comes as a dress or as a top. So we actually started it, I'm calling it the Zadie Blouse, obviously it's a top because I'm calling it blouse, but we started it as a blouse and then thought, do you know what, I think it'd be really cute as a dress, and I am wearing it as a dress version, so I'm going to show you that, and then I've also got it as a blouse version to show you too. So the fabrics for the Zadie Blouse are best if you're looking at something with drape, like a viscose, a rayon, or Georgette, which is this fabric, or even we've got this lovely Dobby silk, which is from Atelier Brunette, that's also really pretty with it. But something that's quite light and drapey, so a heavy crepe wouldn't work. It needs to be quite soft. The details that you've got, so you can see here it's got this very pretty neckline. There's buttons that go all the way down, but the top button sort of stops here at the bust point, and then it kind of opens up, so it's not meant to button all the way up. And that just keeps the neckline quite open and pretty. I didn't want it to kind of be all the way up like that, so I quite like that kind of shape that you get with it, in that kind of open way. You've got all raglan sleeve, so no in-sleeve insertion, which some of you will be pleased to hear about. And we've got this really pretty gathering, so what that is giving you the shape for the bust. So when it was pattern cut, you basically close the dart and you open up the shaping there so that you can get that. That said, we are going to be doing it on Stitch School to show you, if you want to put a bust dart in, how to pivot it and do it back so that you've got a bust dart in. But really think those gathers are really quite pretty. The cuff detail, also really love the fact that it's a double button cuff. Again, if you don't want to do that, you could put a larger button and just have one if you really hate buttonholes. But I think that's quite a nice feature there. And then it's got your classic kind of opening here for a cuff, so you've got a cuff opening like so, which is also really nice. So it's a great pattern, I think, because one, as a dress, really nice wearable weekend kind of dress. We have photos of our model Kyra, who modelled for us in it, wearing it with Converse. That looks quite nice, but also, you know, you can wear it like I'm wearing it with tights and a belt, so giving it that shaping. So we'll have a look in a second. I'll pan back and so you can see it in a bit more detail. So yeah, it's probably an intermediate, sort of advanced, not advanced, I was going to say advanced beginner, but it's probably an intermediate pattern based on the fact that you're dealing with cuffs and also slightly trickier fabric. If you are new to working with drapey fabrics, then work with a rayon or viscose, because that's so much easier to press than something like a Georgette, which can be quite bouncy, and that sort of thing is what makes it hard to work with. Also, it's harder to cut something like Georgette, because when you go and cut it, it snips behind, it jumps behind the paper, which can make it harder to work with as well. So this, out of the ones that I'm going to show you, is probably the hardest fabric to work with, but if you've worked with this kind of drapey fabric before, then you'll be fine. So the Zadie Blouse also comes in our extended size range of size 6 to 30. So as many of you will know, all of our new patterns as of February, I think it was February we started it last year, will now be in our extended size range. So you can get this size 6 to 30. And we are also working on doing all of our other backlog of patterns, or not, that we've kind of brought out over the years. We're working through releasing more, so we do now have quite a good selection of extended size patterns. Anyway, I divulge. Let me show you this a little bit further back. So now you can see the shape of the dress a little bit more. So it's the blouse has also got this curving as well. Sorry, I should have put a slip underneath this, it's clinging to my tights. But I always think this is a really elegant hem shape, because it brings it up. So when you're wearing it as the blouse length, it's going to flatter your kind of hip area a lot more than a straight across kind of hem shape. But to give you an idea of what it looks like without a belt, it's not going to be very easy now that it's doing loads of static malarkey, but you can see it's just straight, slightly comes out, but there isn't really much flair to it. It's just obviously got enough ease in for your hips. So that's the blouse, that's the dress. Let me pop on the blouse with some jeans so you can see what that looks like. So here it is as a blouse version. Now I'm a bit annoyed, guys, because I'd prepped everything the night before for this, and I'd ironed this, and then I put it down on the side whilst I was changing, and Poppy has sat on it. So it's a little bit crumpled. But yeah, you can see now the shape of the hem, slightly lower at the back there. Again, really flattering. And this shape here, so what that does by cutting up here, it makes your legs look longer. And it's more flattering rather than a big square line, and it also stops your eye from being taken to that point. If you ever notice things with really straight lines, then your eyes are often drawn to that, whereas softer lines, they tend not to be. Anyway, so this is it as a blouse, nice length, perfect for skinny jeans, and yeah, there isn't really much else to say about the style, because we've sort of talked through all the features on the dress version. But these fabrics that I'm in now, whether they are still in stock, because we obviously have our VIP club, and what we usually try and do is hold back some of the fabric for the release, so that you guys who are finding out about it in the general release will be able to buy some of it. So we tend to do that, but even so, things tend to sell out quite quickly. But anything that we have got in stock, I'm going to try and reorder this if it has gone out of stock. And we've obviously got the other versions. We've got the green version, which is on the front cover, and that has got, this is in this gorgeous Dobby fabric, which is from Atelier Brunette, and we've got that in 4 colours. It's gorgeous, but I have a feeling that the dress fabric has already sold out, so sorry about that, guys. So don't forget to share it on Instagram. We love seeing those, and also on Facebook, so we can see what your makes are, and hopefully you can inspire other people with what your makes are. I should point out that we haven't photographed this on one of our plus size models this time, just because of lockdown. Our plus size models don't live in London, and so it wasn't safe for them to come. But the moment we can do a safe photo shoot, then we will. So sorry that that hasn't been included in this release. But be grateful that it wasn't my dad taking the photos back in York on an iPhone, which is what we had to do in the first lockdown. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, before I go, on IGTV over on our Instagram account, I've done a how to style the Zadie blouse, so you can check out some ideas on how I'm styling it and wearing it over there. See you soon. Bye.